they basically just work to get a stroke on the shot. What I want to do is work from the top down on how to do form shooting. A lot of people say, you just sit here and you just shoot your shot and that's what form shooting is. Yeah, sure it is, but I think you got to work from the top down. And it all starts with the release to the mid part of your bottom, to your knees, and to the extension in your toes. So they all work in sequence. You can't just do one without the other. If I take a shot and stood flat-footed, and I shot that shot, how many times you shoot a shot like that? You don't shoot a shot like that. So if I took a shot and then I said, I just got up on my toes and I shot a shot like that, ain't many times you do that. Everything works in sequence. So when you're doing form shooting, everything should be the same way you shoot it when you're shooting a regular jump shot. So right now, step up. We're going to talk about form shooting. Put your arms up like you want to shoot. Now the first things I see in the shooter is I look at his vision. Okay, the first thing is his vision. Is the ball in the way of him viewing the basket? Now as I can see right there, he can view the basket at the top of his shot. Your shot vision should be right in between there, all right? I look at him, I see he's square enough. I see that the ball's in the right place. Now what I do from here is I want to practice on his release. Okay, the release is at the end of the shot. I want to make sure the release is where it should be. Now in drills, what I'll do is, in order to get the position right for the shot, put your hands up, I will sit the ball where I want it to be. If I set it right there, that's where he wants it to be, but I don't want it to be there. I want it to be here. Then bring your hands up to it. Now what I've done with him is I've eliminated the bend inside the release arm. All right, before he was down here, now look at the bend inside the release arm. In order for him to shoot a consistent shot, now he has to get that arm to consistently finish. The more I take the bend out, the easier it is and the more consistent he is in the finish. All right, so right now that's where he is. Now I'm going to have him shoot a few shots, which is going to be uncomfortable for a minute, but at the top of his shot. Now bend your legs and extend every time you go up and release. Go ahead. Yep. Now just on the tip of your toes. Exactly. Back up. Each time, hand him the ball where you want it. Do it again. Now we're working on release. You see there's minimal movement in the top to the finish of his shot. Minimal movement. This is how you get a consistent release. Consistent release the ball. In rhythm. Consistently release the ball. In rhythm. And what I've done is I've opened it up his shot vision. I took it from here to there. Now open up his shot vision. Believe it or not, with you opening up your shot vision like that, you can see passes all over the court. All right? With your shot vision a little lower, put it a little lower. Now I'm not aligned with it. I'm not aligned right now. Take it up higher now. Now you should be able to see me. Okay, so shot vision actually does a lot for you so far as shooting, passing, and all the other things, all right? Up to the top, one motion, release. One more time, up to the top. Now he's almost got it himself. One other thing about putting the ball at the top, your shot will always be soft. When you have it up here, it will always be soft. When you bring it down and you have that 45, that's a little harder on your shot. It'll always be a lot harder shot. But this is what I teach kids from day one. Let me see your shot. Shoot your normal shot. You got a little elbow in it. He brings it back over his head a little bit. Which is not a bad shot. I like the shot. Time is good, shot is good. All right, now let's try to get him in it. Now see, he's a little more angled this way. He likes to shoot with this dominant hand in front. Your body's turned this way. And a lot of times I wouldn't change that because you get so accustomed to shooting like that, I wouldn't change it unless I saw something happening in your shot where that needs to change, all right? It's not gonna affect you by being that way. So what we're gonna do is take you through the same thing, put your hands where your shot normally is. He has a 45, all right? The ball's on top of his head. So when I sit that ball in there, now it's eliminating a little bit of his vision even though he could see. But I would try to get him up to the top of his shot. So I would hand him the ball a little further up, keep your same motion, same thing. Put the ball a little further up, now do the same thing you've been doing. Now you're out of rhythm. You didn't bend your legs. Do the same thing you've been doing. Same shot that you were just doing. Bend your leg. That one. Excellent. Good, better release. Lot better release. Let it go back a little bit this time. No problem. All of a sudden, his shot vision has changed. If you look at it, you can see his face. Ball's over his hands. You get more consistent like that. Excellent, really. All right, good.